Looking this way.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I
hate
need assistance. Can that camera go up a tiny bit down? Yeah.
It's called Typhoid Johnny.
Perfect. That's great. You said Typod?
Typhoid Johnny.
All right, we're just gonna. Yep.
Typhoid Johnny.
So anyway, it's been like a month since we played last, unfortunately, but we're back. We're here. Get used to it. Congratulations on baby Liam. I know no one at home knows what the fuck that means, but I want this on the record at the D&D campaign. Because, fuck yeah, happy birthday, little guy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah, cheers right, brother.
And he gets birthday luck, even
he
though
does.
he's not here.
Whenever he shows up, he is level 20.
Yes.
He's not gonna know. But anyway,
we're just gonna put him on the table, and whatever he can just crawl around and just knock shit over.
If he knocks shit over, then he will kill it. So,
he's a god.
So, since last we played, a lot has happened, and by that I mean you guys fought 2 dragons, not 1 but 2 dragons.
One of which being basically soloed by our monk until...
one of which being Veldane and the other being Antrax. It's still unknown whether or not Batuk without potion would be able to do that. Jury's still out.
It's known. It's known. There's no way.
You know what?
Absolutely known quantity.
You know what matters is that he had it and he fucking wrestled that motherfucker to the ground.
He's like, I'm going to use this potion exactly now, and it became the best potion that has ever been used.
You guys had a very, very rough fight. There were several of you that were unconscious at several different points. Several people almost died. Things were very bad at several times.
By like 1 point on a dice roll, they survived.
However, there was some awesome and epic moments, like an exact movement square of diving through acid because Manta Ray cape for no fucking reason.
Cray coming through.
There was a lot of Eldritch blasting and a lot of dragon wrestling, a lot of blasts and hits, and then some epic saves from Felix. I think like 4 crits. Probably.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of nuts. There was, more importantly, with Felix having to deal with 2 people down at the same time. One looking way worse than the other, and the other actively on the ground for longer. So there was a choice being made as to which of your friends you like more. I mean, if we want to call it that. And thankfully, everybody survived, so the campaign can continue. We're all good, no TPK yet. It's coming.
Sure.
Next episode on Dragon Ball Z. So, you finally finish the fight, and you look around, and things are calm. The zombie heaps have stopped zombie heaping. They don't smell nearly as bad anymore. You can wander away from those heaping massive corpses or pushing them in the acid, whichever you'd like to do. And you're still in the bottom of this cave that you rode the water slide down into.
Right.
What would you like to do?
I thought there was only one of them.
No, there were definitely 2.
Oh, I must have missed that part.
I didn't expect one of them. I mean, when they said one of them was kind of necrotic, I didn't expect a little necromancer, but...
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Everyone alive? We're all good?
Just about.
You okay, Farmer Dan? You went down pretty hard.
I'm not dead yet. I'm gonna use my last spell slot to heal myself.
You just hear Diarmid go on the ground.
Thankfully not on a heaping pile of zombie corpse.
He checks a little bit, and then just...
You very much obviously know that dragons like to maintain a insane amount of treasure and loot somewhere. You have not seen it within this exact chamber. All good, buddy. The only significant thing within your group, other than how beaten, battered, bruised, and bloody you all are, that is different is that from the dominant hand of Farmer Daniel, which I believe is the right hand, it is like blackout tattoo up to about the elbow before it begins to become like tendril-like all the way up to the shoulder and onto like the lat of the back.
Oh, hey, I thought it was the only one with a weird arm.
All the way
Yeah, I should probably
and
pull up my character.
definitely is farther than the first time you saw this, where it was basically contained to forearm and below. He still looks fine. He looks a little more gaunt, but looks fine. It might just be the amount of fighting that had just been performed.
And my armor covers a good amount of it.
Good call. So for the audience then, for your mind's eye, you hear in your mind, I miss Annex, the great warrior who wielded me in the fight with the Titan. My name is Vanoa, and we failed to kill Talek in the past. You will do. Together, we can do great things. Find Talek, kill him. Annex couldn't.
What a one-track mind.
Sounds like a good plan.
Annex couldn't, and it was because I was not powerful enough. I believe I am now, and you are becoming. There's a long sigh. You're not sure if it was you, the blade. Not sure if they heard you sigh.
Did we? No.
Kind of think.
And there's a serenity that comes over you. And just a notion of calm.
Post fight clarity.
One step at a time, buddy. We'll get there.
Nope. What?
That's an ad.
Oh, okay.
Now, the first time you used the sword, I'm pretty sure I was unconscious. I didn't see any of it.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to remember.
Were you out the whole time?
I'm trying to remember what fight was it that you first used the sword?
It was the one rogue dude, the drug dealer.
Very random target to use that on, but yes.
Yes, it was a very random target, but
that
it's just
poor
like
guy got the fucking
fuck
smoked.
exactly that guy, and then he didn't die.
Oh, hey, let's with this.
So you see probably up to the
Oh, yeah.
the like this part of the
I
list
forget.
here.
Sorry. Like,
Yeah.
that's.
But it's blackout black.
Thought it was the only one with like weird appendages.
It's happened once before. It's probably fine.
Where's the blade?
Ah. So, honestly, I probably just kind of sat down next to the dragon. I just kind of even just like stuck it into the dragon a little bit.
Okay.
Just kind of sheathing it within a dragon.
Is that like blackout? Like as in like that? Like that happened before?
It was more purple last time. Doesn't hurt. The rest of me hurts.
If anyone is trained in Arcana or History, they may make a check about it. The DC is phenomenally high.
I am proficient in history.
You can make a
I
check
feel
about
like
it.
Atosh would definitely.
I think
Probably.
Atos would definitely though. Yeah.
Let me get a sheet.
If he's proficient in Arcana or
I
History,
am proficient.
Atos is.
then you can make a roll about it.
Is this like a one person makes a roll, or can we all?
Anyone who's proficient with the skill can make this roll.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. I don't know shit.
Do you want to do it, or do you want Adash to do it?
Anyone can.
Anybody, yeah.
I know. I'm just asking
Oh, okay.
if Cassie would prefer.
I'm a +4.
I mean, he's more than that, but he's also not at the table. So if you want to
Hell
make the
yeah.
roll,
Yeah.
If he's more than that, go for it.
he's with his baby.
Yeah,
Wait, it has a baby.
They'd have a fucking child.
Yeah.
You can roll.
Okay.
You're gonna do better.
I'll roll it.
She doesn't. You don't know that she's gonna do better.
I mean, I made
You could roll a 20 and she could roll a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but she's got more plus.
If you only have a +4, I will tell you that the DC is higher than that, so it doesn't matter if even if you roll
yeah,
a
it
natural
does.
20.
I'll give it a shot then. No.
Okay. His hand is black.
Can I
The
examine
little
that?
Baldur's Gate icon showed up and said question marks.
Question mark.
Oh no.
Can I look at that? That looks dangerous, maybe?
Doesn't hurt.
Is that like an acid burn or?
I'll be honest, I don't quite know. I did swim through a lot of acid.
You certainly did.
Yeah, that was metal as shit. Just coming
Do
out of
I
there.
still have all my eyebrows?
Missing a little bit right now.
No.
You're bald.
Yeah. You're missing a little bit right, and I just
You
like
don't have to actually be bald. You don't have to lose your hair over a fight.
you're missing a little bit like right
Can I do,
there,
like, a
and I just
medicine check
motioned to his
on
entire
on his
eyebrows.
arm. To,
Yeah, take a look.
I'll do the move it this way, move it this way. Does that hurt? Then I go. Does that hurt?
Yes.
27.
27. You know that this is not a bruise. This is not from the fight. This is definitely something else.
Let's go.
And it's not medicinal unless he was exposed to extreme cold in his frostbite, but it's not.
Let's go. Looks magic.
Yep.
Cool.
It's at this time when you let go of his hand, you notice the blade, the dragon the blade is in, around where the skull is, where it's been planted, you can now see the skull.
Oh. It's like
The
melting away.
the flesh is slowly going away, and it's not going anywhere. It's not like seeping into the floor. It's just like
They're not turning into like
Evaporating
ashes
corpses.
and then going into
Not that-
another person.
not
and
that
giving them a
anybody
shouting
can see.
ability.
yeah, that's what it's happening to you actually. So
Is that happening to the other dude too?
yeah, because they're kind of distant, but no.
Yeah.
Sick.
I think that guy. Well, hold on. That
The blade has been in maybe for 40 seconds, and you can see the chunk of surrounding the blade is like museum pristine bone. Like you can see it very clearly.
that
Is
that-
badass.
Yes, but it had skin and like flesh scales before. Now it doesn't. What's going on with that?
Oh no, but it's
What?
badass.
Yeah, but like, have you seriously not questioned? Like, hang on a second. This
Nope.
thing just eats. Okay.
have you ever thought with it for a second? Nope.
Nope.
Can you take it out for a second?
As you take it out, you notice, the rest of you don't, that the blade itself, it's like shinier, looks more sharp. You're not sure, somehow it looks stronger than it once was. It isn't any different weight. It just looks better than it did before.
Did the dragon's body stop decaying when he pulled it
If
out?
you leave it out for a while, it stops where it was. It's not fully gone at this point. Before taking it out, there would be like essentially a bald spot on the dragon's head
Yeah.
of bone.
Fucking bald spot.
Like, okay, you can put it back in. I
Well,
don't need the dragon corpse or anything.
Well, hold on. Can we like? Aren't those scales like worth? Can we like get some of the scales out first before you do that? Because like I feel like we could sell those. I don't know. I just.
Anybody know how to scale a dragon?
I mean, I did.
It was just an idea, honestly.
Oh, you did on
The
the
other
other
kind
one?
of scale.
Yeah, I climbed up there.
No, I mean like deep, like to take the scale.
That goes over his head.
And he's so tall.
Couldn't possibly go over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
They really aren't.
I was like, it was just an idea. Okay, I don't know.
You could try it with
Can
this,
if
and
you
I hand
want
you a crowbar.
I
Oh
take,
my god!
I take the crowbar and I go to attempt to pull some scales off.
Not with a crowbar.
Not
you
with a
don't.
crowbar.
Like,
I try and I
yeah,
fail.
So I don't know how dragon scales would be exactly, but I'm envisioning that it would be like the consistency of like a snake, and I don't think that it exactly like pops off. I don't think it's like turtle shell. I could be wrong. That's just how I'm envisioning dragons.
Your dragons.
The battle has been over. A few minutes have passed,
Yeah.
but you still feel your heart pounding in your chest, and your hands are still shaking, and it's not adrenaline. It should be gone. It's been long enough. But you look over and you see Alessina's down, and you look over Farmer Dan's shallow breathing, You look over back. Elysian's blood on her face. Farmadan's black hand. Elysian's gashed face. That's not Dan. The mask that has seemed to follow you is on his face. You all see visibly on Felix, there's just a confusion and like a worry. But nothing is happening around you. You're just talking about this dragon and whether or not you should take the scales.
If we can take the scales.
Mm.
So I'm pretty sure if that's how you're describing, there's no fucking way.
It stands up, and for the first time since you've been seeing this creature, it looks straight at you. And looks at you with the black porcelain mask slits in its eyes. There's no mouth here until one grows, a thin, curly mouth. Twisted, thin smile grows, wraps around the eyes, goes back to where it belongs, in its face. You hear the laugh from the creature. It's a low, ominous cackle.
Don't like that.
You feel your heart just... It's not coming off!
No, that's the crowbar. No, I know the crowbar is like bending a little bit.
Yeah.
So, shit. Yeah, I don't think so.
So
I might have. Sorry, I bet that a little bit.
Yeah, that's alright.
So if I wanted a tooth, you think that it would be better after or before you suck the rest of the stuff out?
Wait, it didn't like I look at the bone.
Because the bone's still there.
The bone's still there. I
I
mean,
feel
yeah.
like it'd just pop off at the bone.
No, maybe it'd be easier to get them out.
Ching.
Sure, let's give it a shot. No, if that doesn't work, we got another one over there we can try.
For you, Felix, it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear. It's almost like you're submerged in water, or like you've just been hit in the head very hard, and your ears are like it's like Charlie Brown's wah, wah, wah.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear them. Their friends are fine. The low cackle is louder. You can't make out what they're saying. The dragon is still there.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you got pliers?
Is Felix secretly dark as shit?
No.
Let's go.
No.
What?
No.
Felix is secretly tormented as fuck, and it's not a secret.
And I tried to take a step closer.
Okay. The smile, once again, it like wraps around,
Mm-hmm.
lands back where it belongs, turns into a frown, turns back into a smile.
Turns
It's a
into a
long-
frown and it turns upside
just
down.
a line, just a long, thin line.
Mm-hmm.
It begins to like grow thicker, like it's going to speak.
Uh-huh.
Nothing comes out of it. Just that same low laugh. It says, "I'll be here when they die," and then it's gone.
Shit.
And and you're back, and he's asking if somebody has pliers, and everything's fine, but
Yeah.
it's not fine.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
I think this was pretty tough on everybody.
I mean, yeah.
Duke, was this actually tough on you? Was this easy? I really don't know.
I don't know. I'm pretty tired.
I feel like wrestling a dragon to the fucking ground would be tough on anybody.
Yeah, I think we should get out of here.
I still feel really
tend to,
strong, but
I tend to agree.
pretty tired.
Like, I think that we're probably best off kind of at least resting up here for a while. Because it looks like the place is fine. Also, we should probably look around for the treasure.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
not one but two.
Dragon's
I
a
was gonna
treasure,
say.
right?
Because then I came in and I
Yes.
started looting.
They do in storybooks.
Zadius
Well, why don't we
wanders
test
back
that
and
theory?
we'll just
Pockets
do it, we'll do it
overflowing
this
and
way.
gold
We'll do
coins
it
coming
this
out.
way. You guys were
I
having
didn't
a
find
conver-
anything.
Yeah, you guys were having the conversation about whether or not you can get a dragon scale. Zadius kind of disappeared off in the distance, and you see him come back with a gold bracelet that he definitely didn't have before. He's jingling a lot more than he would. And I would say, let's just go with this. You have a skull of a creature that has like a normal human head, but its mouth goes like this, and there's no there's no lower jaw, and it's like not teeth. It's just like a flat, like a duck's bill that continues out.
That's weird.
And and you're like, hello. Like, I don't know what you're doing. You also you also had seen a much larger pile of shit that you can't carry by yourself, and you don't have the bag. Otherwise, you probably would have carried it by yourself.
Hey, there's a pile of shit over here, guys.
Oh shit.
That's all I found. I didn't take anything else. Except for the school skull. Hello!
Sure.
Thaddeus doesn't have any golden bracelets.
You mean like the one that you're wearing right now?
Nope, that one specifically.
Yeah, no, you have. Yeah.
I
What is that thing? Like what?
don't know.
What is it from?
Bro, what
Why
the
is it?
fuck?
Where is the rest of its jaw? What the
I
fuck?
don't know.
I'm gonna go take a look at that big pile of shit.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'll go over there as well.
So
The bag.
yeah.
there's quite a lot, and that's why I said you couldn't have taken it, because there's a massive pile of money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Zadius, before coming to the party, probably took a handful of it. So Zadius, you can mark 1,000 gold and 500 platinum.
Fuck.
Holy
Some
There's
of it.
still a lot more.
Holy fucking shit.
How much we talking?
So I'll do the loot stuff first, because that is easy, and then there's a series of items that I know at some point one of the wizard is going to cast detect magic and go, woo! That's what it is. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, baby.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Alright, identify machine. Let's go.
So there is in the pile of money. There is 3,000 gold, 3,000 platinum. Sorry. There is 30. This is after Zadius' cut. 3,000 platinum, 33,000 gold, 9,000 silver, 4,100 copper. There is a series of gems. There's a series of art objects, which are like your bracelet, that are worth gold. There's a series of more expensive. There's 5 tiers of gems, 3 tiers of art, and 4 tiers of art. So the gems, you've got 5 worth 10.
Okay.
But we'll just do it this way, because it's 2 dragon's hordes.
Yeah. They were 5 for 10.
So
Yeah.
5 gems worth 10 gold apiece.
Exactly. There's 4 gems worth 50 each. There's 2 gems worth 100 each. There's 4 gems worth 500 each. There's 3 gems worth 1,000 each. One of them is a diamond.
Wow.
How many were worth 1,000 each?
3. One of them is the diamond. I don't know what the spell component shit is.
Yeah, that's for raised dead. Yeah.
Cool.
For all of the clerics that we have.
How much
Yeah.
copper was there?
I think it's supposed to be 500 gold, right?
Yeah, 500
Well,
per
just
raised dead.
yeah. What was that?
How many copper pieces?
Copper is 4,100.
Wow.
We're gonna need like a wheelbarrow.
At least one.
We also have.
You have the golden
A really big
bracelet.
wheelbarrow.
The golden bracelet, a bone statue, a copper chalice, a handkerchief, a very nice silken one, and a mirror set that are worth 25 gold each. There are 8 things in total.
Times 25 gold.
Okay.
There's also 250 gold. One's an ivory statue, and the other is a silk robe with a gold embroidery on it. There is a very nice ceremonial longsword, a gold and silver brooch, a gold war mask, and an electrum dagger with a black pearl in it that is worth 750 each for 5 of them. So 750 times 5. And last but not least, there is a 2,500 gold chain set with a fire opal in the center. It looks like it might be a giant's eye. Not sure.
Okay.
Those are the mundane. Who has the gems?
I
carrying?
guess I'll put the gems in the bag.
Okay. You know what? Who's helping load the gems? Let's start with that.
I'll help load the gem.
Uno?
I'll help.
Dos, Tres, Cuatro. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Batuk, there's one gem in particular that is yours. You want that gem.
What does it look like?
It looks like a regular ruby. It's kind of bigger. It's about it's like it's like a ruby that was like broken, and it looks like a tree bark, but it's red and ruby.
I want that one.
No, it's as you have it. Now it's yours.
I want
know what I
that
mean?
one.
And then
Okay. Sure.
Cool.
with detect magic up,
Mm-hmm.
there are bracers. There's a statue. There's a crystal, not the one he's holding. There's a robe. The Mind Flayer skull.
Oh.
There's a hammock. There's gloves. There's another stone. There's a spell scroll. There's a potion. There's leather armor, and there's a rod.
Yeah, okay, you were too fast.
I
One more
know.
time.
Where
Dibs
did
on
you
the
get to?
mundane robe.
Mind Flayer skull.
Mind Flayer skull. Magical hammock. Gloves. A rock.
Yes, please eat the cookies.
Spell scroll. Ray of sickness. I burped in the middle of it. There's a potion. There's leather armor. And then there's a rod.
Didn't you say there's a gold bracelet?
He has it on. I was just making a joke about it, but yes, there is.
Oh, I thought there was another one. Because you were saying everything that he took after.
The skull. So I gave him gold and platinum, and then I was pretending that he had the bracelet on and the skull out. So if you
It's
wanna-
just a bracelet, though.
Yeah,
It's not like
if you'd like the
special.
bracelet, you can definitely ask him for it. He'd
Are
probably
we
give it to you.
operating under the assumption that our non-present wizard friend is just going like identify the shit out of
If
all
that's
this?
what you guys want to do, I'm assuming that
I'm
you would
sure
all be okay with that.
He'd be fine to do that.
Is
Okay.
this
Do you want to
for?
do that here?
I don't. Are we? Is this by the way?
I'll
Just
say yes.
do we need to go
Yeah.
still do the
I don't
other
know
dragon's
how a bunch
sword,
of shit that's
or are we
not
just kind of
This
like?
is one big
That's
ass
fair
dragon
enough.
sword.
So it's not too. It's. Did they like consolidate?
They did. They're a thruple. There's a third dragon, but it's not here right now.
Oh.
No, they did. I am being serious when I say they did in fact.
Combined.
It's one massive fuck off treasure
Okay.
Yeah,
pile.
Yeah. No.
I mean this is
that is very fucked off.
Yeah.
it's all that's 60,000 in gold
Yeah.
alone.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just asking so that way. I guess for gamism purposes. is
Yes,
all
for
we're
gamism
doing.
purposes, no, you do not need to continue. If the primary reason and only reason you're staying down here is to find a dragon's loot, I'm not going to make you continue to search this place unless you want to fight more zombie pinata things and stuff. I'm down.
You
But-
stop that.
Kind of that's where we're at.
Do we want to stay down here, or do we want to like?
Let's say we identify the stuff down here because
Yeah, let's at least
maybe some of it can
Do
help
that.
us get it out.
Well, I thought we were gonna like.
let's chill for a while.
I'd really rather not chill down here. It's all the same.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I don't know if all this
We're
money...
surrounded by acid and dead bodies, and I'd rather not be.
Yeah, it smells like shit down here. I'd rather.
I love the vibes.
I
The
don't know
vibes are
if
immaculate.
all this
No,
money is
it's-
going to fit in the bag.
As he's talking about that, he plants the blade back into the dragon's skull.
I don't think all this money is going to fit in the bag. Like, that's
You guys
a
have
lot
not
of
told
money.
me what all's going in and how you're sorting that shit. So I would agree with you. It will not all fit in the bag,
I was going to put all the gems in the bag.
except
to
for
start
yours.
with. Except for the one. That one went in my pocket.
I'll take some of the platinum, I guess.
Oh, and that rock that he's talking about is non-magical.
His one that he took.
The one that
His
he
gem?
said, this is the one that I want.
But there was a magical rock, right?
There is a magical rock.
Okay,
yes.
just making sure I have it right.
Can I like hold on to like just grab like my cut of the platinum and gold and coins and stuff and just. I don't know.
I'm not doing math. I'm
Uh,
just there's a pile of loot.
So
We
how
talked
how
already.
much in coins can I put if I make like a little I can't think of the like a little bindle out of a stick and a cape?
It depends on how well you made the bindle and with the stick. What is it called? It's a bandle? What is it called?
Bindle?
If no one's stopping me, I'm taking 500 platinum.
Well, I think we
It
need
is a
help
bindle.
carrying more of the coins in total.
Yeah, it's like we gotta.
So
I'm trying to disperse like the weight of the coins and stuff.
I'll just push all the copper into a pile over there and just be like, maybe if we have room.
Yeah.
And then the silver in a pile over here, maybe if we have room.
So while you're doing that,
I can carry quite a bit too.
what
I
item
do
would
have
you like
quite
to
the
start
carrying
with?
capacity.
Yeah.
Say I do right now.
Let's start with the rod.
The rod.
I think that would be Akash would be most interested in the rod.
Yeah.
Alright, let me go back to this and then, or is it this and then this? There it is. Oh fuck. Alright, well.
And there's a robe.
There is. The rod is the rod of security.
Mm.
While holding this rod, you can use an action to activate it. The rod then instantly teleports you and up to 199 other willing creatures you see to a paradise that exists in an extra planar space. You can choose the form of this paradise. It can be a tranquil garden, lovely glade, cheery, whatever. You can choose the form of this place. Regardless of its nature, the paradise contains enough water and food to sustain its visitors. Everything else that can be interacted with in this extra planar space can only exist there. For each hour in the paradise, a visitor regains hit points as if it had one spent hit die. As if it had spent one hit die. Creatures also don't age while in this paradise. When the time runs out, you can use an action to end it. All visitors reappear in exactly the spot that they left in, and you can't use it again for 10 fucking days.
So once
That's
it,
interesting.
and what's the time limit
It's
on
like
it?
when does the time expire?
So
Visitors can remain in paradise for up to 200 days, divided by the number of creatures present.
Wow.
we have 720 pounds worth of coins.
Holy shit.
If we leave the silver and copper on the ground.
That's the rod. I am gonna have to like revisit that and be like, maybe that's not an action. Maybe that's 10 minutes to cast. Because just like this is going poorly. Click.
I was gonna say, we bounce. Oh man, there's 3 dragons. See you in 200 days, bitch.
Yep.
I guess we can just go for
What a wild fucking item.
Yeah, that's really fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Is that attunement?
No. What?
Yeah,
No.
that's fun.
And
as
that's
hell.
straight out of the Dungeon Master Guide.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
rad
an
as
item
fuck.
that I made.
Yeah.
That's just a fucking dude here.
I'm not gonna lie, Zadius, the parties that he's thinking about right now are off the chain.
What you said?
Oh,
What do you want to do?
Lord.
Top to bottom?
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
start at the top with the bracers.
Those are the
Succubi.
bracers of celerity. Lightweight bronze bracers lined with soft purple velvet and engraved with swirling designs. While wearing these bracers, all of your speeds are increased by 10 feet. You have advantage on saving throws to avoid or end paralyzed restrained condition on yourself.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It does require attunement. It is a wondrous item. He's already wearing bracers.
Fuck.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're wearing a sash. Fuck. It's. You can point at him all you want. 10 feet on somebody else is probably better.
Probably
It's
is,
like-
I already have 50.
Versus.
Speed is superfluous for sure.
Yeah. Especially when he levels up and he can move like 80 feet around. He's like, well, fucking.
What's the
probably
difference
say
between
the
80 and
bracers-
90 feet?
Bracers of celerity.
I'd probably say the flavor or the
Next, it is a.
I'm
getting close
full on-
range.
It's like I'm full on attune.
Okay.
I mean, I could use these to get closer with the glaive, I guess. I don't know.
Apparently, my carrying capacity while I have this potion on is 750 pounds, which is how much pounds we have in coins.
So
gold and
for
silver.
right now, you can carry it
For
just
like-
fine.
a brief amount of time, I could carry it all.
So this.
How
How long
long
does the potion last?
I don't remember.
Is it a day or an hour? I think it's an hour.
So you should probably carry a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
And we could put some of it in the bag.
Because what is your strength right now?
25.
Okay, yeah, just a lot more.
But I have double carrying capacity
Holy fuck.
because of Bugbear.
Are we ready for the statue?
I'm ready for the statue.
The statue is a statue of Skodakilt.
What?
And
What?
This it is a statue of the god Skodakild.
Oh.
The actual item is of Saint Markovia. Any good aligned creature holding this gains a +1 bonus to saving throws. I would consider very few of you to be a good character.
Yeah.
You can. I'm not gonna say who's who. I'm not gonna point or name names. Zadius, you're probably a good character.
Yeah,
But-
I know.
Please
I'm
tell me I'm a
superhero.
good person.
No.
+1 to saving throws.
What's that too?
Spell shard is it is a dragon shard that fits in the hand and stores information similar to a book. The shard can hold the equivalent of one book that's no more than 320 pages long. The shard can be created blank or already have stuff in it. When the shard is created, the creator can set a passphrase that must be spoken to access the information stored within. You don't know the passphrase. While holding the shard, you can use an action to open your mind to the shard and read the fucking book.
That's cool.
Or write in it.
That just screams Dan.
I really do.
Thinking of a particular phrase or topic brings it up wiki style.
That's cool.
So right now you know that it's a magical shard that you're like, wish I had the fucking password.
Cool shit.
That's the spell shard. There is a robe of summer. It's an elegant garment made of fine cloth with hues of red, orange, and gold. While you wear the robe, you have resistance to cold damage. In addition, you are comfortable in any temperature as if it were a balmy day. You suffer no ill effects from the weather's temperatures extremes. It is a attunement item.
Can the rest of the party, while this is being attuned, because we've still got probably an hour of him casting stuff, just start spitballing the password?
Sure.
I know Draconic. I don't know if the password's Draconic.
I know Draconic, I got this.
I know a lot of
The
words.
Mind Flayer Skull
Uh-huh.
is the next item on this list. If you are carrying it, you are invisible to Mind Flayers.
Oh, that's cool.
As is anything that you are wearing or carrying.
If only we had that in
Okay.
Baldur's Gate, Jesus.
So, does everybody have 102 pounds of carrying capacity? Your carrying capacity is 15 times your strength score.
I was gonna say, you're gonna have to give me the math.
Yes.
Yeah, I have like 120.
Mine's 300.
Mine's whatever
Okay.
his is.
I have a strength of 8,
So-
so
I'm going to give you guys the majority of the money to
Okay.
carry.
Let's go find a bank.
Because that'll be. I'm basically going to give you guys 200 pounds worth each.
Uh-huh.
Because that'll be 2 people's shares. So you'll have 4 shares of the 7 shares between the 2 of you. And then,
I can take some too.
what's your carrying capacity?
it's like
You said it's 15 times strength?
Your strength score, yeah.
Yeah, so I have
it's-
150, but I'm already carrying stuff.
Yeah, you're already carrying a bunch.
Yeah, I'm
mine's
like
like-
at that. Almost.
mine's like 120, I think.
What's the magic hammock do?
Yep, so you're not sure
I'll
where it
leave my
goes. The only
sledgehammer.
thing that I will give you in this is that you're
Uh.
not sure where it goes, but it is the lesser hammock of worlds.
So I'll have the 2 of you
The
split
lesser
a
hammock
share
of
to
And I can
carry.
take over like
Yep.
100 pounds.
You can use the action to
What's your
unfold it and place
Ten.
this lesser version of the hammock of worlds on a solid surface.
With all your other stuff.
It creates a two-way portal to another world or plane of existence.
Okay.
Don't know where it goes.
That's cool.
Of money. Just
Yeah.
money.
I like that,
We'll,
I like
we'll
that.
reassemble it at
Use
the
the
end.
hammock while we're in
I have the
the
totals.
other
In
In
plane.
the
I'm just
utopia.
figuring out
In
how
the
to carry it
utopia.
at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just
So,
gonna put
do that
50 pounds in
times-
them.
Just tear apart the space-time continuum.
Inception.
The hammock can't be used for another 8 hours.
Okay.
That's the magic hammock. The gloves are the gloves of thievery. These gloves are invisible when worn. While wearing them, you gain +5 to sleight of hand and dexterity checks to
Yeah,
make
that's a good
lockpicks.
Yep, that's that is.
I will
Is
take-
that attunement?
It's not.
Wow.
I don't know why we feel the need to
Tell me
make
about
you
this
better
rock.
at doing crime, but
The Echo Stone. The Echo Stone is very simple. You can squeeze it,
We do
and
know.
if you squeeze it, it's an action to squeeze it. If you squeeze it, it glows faintly for a minute. The stone records all sounds made within 15 feet of it while glowing, then repeats that recorded sound at an equal volume once every 5 minutes. The cycle of repetition continues until the stone is squeezed again as an action, which silences it. Squeezing the stone twice in quick succession as an action causes it to play the sounds as it had most recently recorded, rather than recording new sounds.
Interesting.
I like that stuff.
So we
Okay.
can play that back.
Yeah.
So then there was a scroll of the ray of sickness.
Mm-hmm.
What about and the potion?
And then there's the leather armor is +1. +1 leather armor.
Class.
And the potion?
It is a potion of speed.
Curfew.
Those things are just laying around everywhere.
Haste for a minute, no concentration required. It's a yellow fluid that is streaked with black and swirls on its own.
That doesn't look that big at all.
And then that's it.
Nice.
Definitely nothing else magical in this cave.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
For that potion.
What about it?
What's that potion?
I like the stone, but if somebody else wants it,
What, the Echo Stone or the
Yeah.
Reading Stone?
no.
Books are for
Fuck
nerds,
books.
says Elysian.
If nobody else wants
Yeah,
them,
you
I
can
can
have the
use the
extra.
bracers.
Or at least somebody. I think we should keep it.
Any objections?
I mean, go for it.
I'm just a
I'm-
giver. I don't weigh in on
I'm
it.
attuned out.
Do I need to it?
To
Yeah,
the
go for it. You're
bracers.
manly
The
mostly,
bracers.
so-
I'm sorry. The bracers don't.
And we object.
Bracers.
Which one? The Echo Stone? You don't have to attune to the Echo Stone, no.
You can have the potion. I get enough attacks.
I'm throwing on the bracers.
Putting it down.
The bracers of celerity do require attunement.
Nice.
Remind yourself that you have advantage on saving throws that would paralyze or restrain you.
Okay.
To include if you fail it, and then make subsequent saves in the future.
It's just called Gloves of Thievery, right?
Yep.
It's weird. Why are they on it?
What are they?
Is the statue attunement the one that gives you the +1 on saves?
It's not.
Is Felix good?
No. Yes. Yes, Felix is good. I realize that if somebody tries to use it, I have to answer the question,
Yeah.
but
I think we all knew the answer to that question.
there are several people that may or may not be good. We'll weigh in on that when they try to use the thing. When they try to use the statue. The statue is about yay big. It's like a chess piece size.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool.
Alright, so I totaled everything up. Leaving the silver and the copper behind is our option because I don't think we can carry all of it. But even if we do, we're leaving behind 900 gold worth of silver and
40 of copper.
yeah, 41 gold worth of copper. So I don't think it's worth carrying an extra 13,000 coins worth for that. Because
Why is every number you say just ridiculous?
13,000 coins?
So it's all speeds
at
increased by
50
10
coins
feet
per
and
pound.
advantage on paralyzed or
It's a
restraint.
lot of fucking weight.
That's a lot
That's
of
a
weight.
coins.
Is it specifically dexterity saving throws, or is it just?
So like hold person, you'd have advantage on
Oh, okay.
because it's. I think that's a paralyze.
Yeah.
Anything that paralyzes or restrains you, you'll have advantage on the save.
And then all the gem/art objects together is 12,400 gold worth.
12,000.
But we still have to sell them to somebody who wants them.
Yeah.
And
I would like the silk robe.
I don't remember what
It was
gold
just
amount that was.
I think
It was just a nice robe.
It was a nice robe. It was like
It
25
was one
gold.
of the art pieces.
250.
250 gold.
I wrote down 8 times 25G art. 2 times 250G art.
So
Basically.
if you want the robe and you're not going to sell it,
I would like the robe.
okay, get
That's
rid of
fine.
your. It's 1 time 250G
Okay.
because he's keeping the robe.
I'm fine with that.
Fuck! It's conveniently one of the books I don't have.
I don't have this book. What the fuck book is this?
Fandelver and Below the Shattered
Nope,
Obelisk.
don't have it. I mean, I
Is that a
totally
real
do
book?
own it.
Yeah.
Wizards, you leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. Look, somebody here is doing
See
it.
them books? You're fine. I think they're off screen.
You see them books? No.
Alright, so for now we have the carrying stuff covered. You guys are each carrying 200 pounds worth of money.
Yeah.
They're carrying 50 pounds worth of money each. And I put 100 pounds worth of money in the bag, and I'm carrying 100 pounds worth of money.
Well,
And Zadius is carrying a bunch of stuff, but I don't know that, so I just look at it and go, you don't carry much, do you? No? Okay.
he doesn't even carry his own knives.
Not really.
Carry them in your heart.
Or at least where you're.
And then I would like to take some sort of trophy from both dragons that can prove that we killed them.
I was planning on taking a tooth from at least
Tooth's a classic.
the one.
Or a claw or something.
How? It's been 2 hours. How long? Because it's 10-minute ritual casting. I assume that he is ritually casting all of that for the 12 items.
I'm sure he was.
How much of this dragon is left?
It's bone.
It's just bone.
I wasn't fully listening to all of the different items that we got. Do you have them written down?
Yeah. I didn't write all their descriptions, but I have all the names and if they're tuned or not.
So Bracers of Celerity is going to Diarmid.
Yeah.
Statue is going to Felix. The Crystal Spell Shard is probably going to
Atosh.
It's Atosh.
The Robe of Summer.
Alessian said she wanted, I think.
No,
No, you want the. Did you want that robe or the artsy robe?
I just want the artsy robe.
Oh, okay. So the robe of summer is unclaimed.
Okay, the Mind Flayer Skull just makes you invisible to Mind Flayers.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Zadius was already carrying around.
Zadius will have that one. What is the Hammock of Worlds?
The lesser version.
Yeah. So
It creates a portal to another place, but we don't know where.
Who wants a rad hammock?
Okay. Gloves of Thievery is Zadius. The Echo Stone is basically like...
Alessian took it.
Let's see
Play
what
that
it's
back.
like.
And then Ray of Sickness, Potion of Speed. That's fine.
Do you want to see if there's a message on their present time?
And then
Ooh, like something's
Rod of
already been recorded
Security,
on it?
that's the oh shit button.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Let's all
It
figure
could be the
this out
password
first.
to the book.
Will you two see it?
Yeah.
Rod.
Just in case I die down here, the password to my book is 12474.
And then a +1 leather armor.
Also, in this time, have we gotten anywhere
Yeah.
close to the password to the book? Of just shouting at random words.
I guess I'll take the
I don't know what
robe
words you
because
said,
I
so
have an
maybe.
attunement slot and I don't wear other armor.
Sure, you
I've
resist
just been
cold
saying
weather.
random words in Draconic.
Then no.
You're like bread.
That's not going to stop me.
Robe of Summer.
Hey,
it was called.
Can I play it?
I'm going to continue
You
trying.
double squeeze the echo
So
stone.
resist cold damage and you're always comfortable.
You give the echo stone 2 quick squeezes, and you hear a man say, "We're descending into the lair of the dragon at this time. Surely they will be slain by me and my compatriots. In short order, we will have their heads." End recording. How do I turn? How do look? Is it 1 squeeze, 2? Shit.
And that'll play every 5 minutes.
Until you squeeze it again.
Does anybody need to hear that again?
Nope.
It's
We
your
will be
rock.
descending into the dragon's lair
All
at
right.
this time.
Hey, that was.
How did I kick that all over there?
That sounds like somebody that got in way over their heads.
I say, would we be doing a short rest during
It was
this
the
time
fucking
frame of
ghost
2
facers.
hours worth of...
Some of us might.
I need a long rest,
Yeah.
I want to get out of here.
but I want to
So
get out.
during the 2 hours of identifying, would that be enough to do a short rest? Before doing that, I'm going to heal myself 2 more times.
After the dragon is just bone, I pull the
9.
sword out of bone.
Just skull, yeah. It was firmly planted into the skull.
Firmly planted.
And then try to just like break off a tooth.
There's nothing holding it in there other than like what would be cartilage, but it's not much to
Just-
snap. and it is somewhat held together in the way that it died. But if you can tell, if left over time, it will crumble into itself eventually. But as of right now, it looks like a museum statue was made of this dragon laying down and having a good nap.
Nice. I like to track my hit
How
points.
injured is everybody else?
Fairly.
I'm looking halfway decent.
Felix isn't going to short rest.
I'm a little bit over
No.
a
He's going to
quarter
be pacing
health.
back and forth.
You're a little over what health?
A quarter.
Okay. How's Atosh's health? You know?
No idea.
Probably not very.
I want to say it's like 1.
I
He
think
wasn't
so.
able to get me his newest sheet, so I have his level 17.
I'm pretty sure he's like literally about to die.
Alright.
And that's not a joke at his low hit points. That's
Atosh
like,
will get
I'm pretty sure
11
he's
hit
fucking
points.
destroyed.
Farmer Dan will get 6 hit points. Zadius will get 8 hit points. Dearman will get 6 hit points.
Oh shit! Thanks.
Nice.
And Elysian will get 7 hit points. And Felix will get 11 hit points.
Thank you. 20.
Cool.
I don't know if we're gonna run into anything weird when we land wherever we land, but just in case.
Look,
Never know.
it never hurts to be prepared. All right.
So where are we trying to go?
Anywhere but
Out,
here?
out the fuck out.
That's a very bad solution because as soon as we start flying, we can't talk to each other. Let's come up with a plan as to where we're trying to go.
That's rich coming from you,
I'm
man.
trying to.
I've been stuck in cloud and I think I want to say something, but I really just can't.
So I'm trying to remember who was the one that originally asked us to deal with Veldane and.
There's a guy
was
here.
that-
It was
It was-
the blue dragon.
It was the third dragon, but we should probably rest today before we kill a dragon.
He said he might be able to. I think he said he would give us some information.
Was it the? Was it Ignisar, the one that we freed from the prison?
Nah, that's a big boy, yeah.
No.
Was he the one who told us
It
to
was
deal with these two?
Curry
or was
who asked us to take care of it.
No,
No,
it was the
before
guy at
that.
your monastery.
Before that, like before.
Oh, before it was it was the
Oh,
guy
yes.
at the monastery. Who
The
was
one we
like,
showed the tome to.
Yes.
Okay. So
And it was Kuru who told you more specifically where.
Mhm.
where they were, but the one who originally sent us over here to be like, "Hey, this is a problem that needs to be dealt with." That was not Ignisar or the blue one.
No, I'm sorry. It was.
Zirconis.
I'm
Is that
sorry.
Conis?
Fuck. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Which
I-
dragon was it?
It was
Or
at the
Ellerin.
Flowing Leaves Monastery.
It's
That's Ellerin. Okay.
Oh, Ellerin, yeah.
it's Imagine.
I
Dragon.
couldn't remember if it was Ellerin at the Flowing Leaves Monastery who told us that, or if it was Ignisor who told us that, and we were stopping at Ellerin's to ask more information about
Yeah,
where they
so
are.
Ignisar had told.
He told
You
us about.
you walked in on the brief that Ignisar was getting from Zyconus,
Yeah.
and he said they will stop. And then when you talked to Ellerin, she said, no, he won't. They've lost their minds.
Got it. So before we leave from here, I would like to maybe sever a claw or something from each one. I feel like a claw is recognizable, but a tooth could just be from any.
Any old
That
dragon.
could just be from an alligator or something.
Yeah.
I'm just made a belt buckle out of this.
Yeah, you can definitely get a talon out of, especially the one that is already. You don't have Giga Strength anymore. It's out, right? Right? Is it okay?
Well, the potion normally lasts for an hour. I don't know if you adjusted that in Baldur's Gate rules or
No.
No.
Say
I
it with
don't
me.
think so,
This
but
ain't
never
Baldur's
know.
Gate.
No bonus action shove in these parts.
Fuck, man. Man, I miss throwing potions. That was nice.
I'll ask Felix
You
and
can
Farman
probably
for help if I
get
need help.
enough to pry it out of the one that's not just bone right now after some doing, while Atosh is just going down the hidey hole of identifying every single one of these 8 items or whatever it was.
Mhm.
Felix had a good idea. That was going to a bank. Because right
Yeah.
now, we are just a very fragile group of people with a fuckload of gold on us going to a dragon. That seems like a bad idea.
Is there a town known for like shopping, like adventuring and magic
well,
items and things like that? Like,
No, not like. Of course, all of the capital cities would have a
Right, they'd all have
plethora of
shops and
stuff.
whatnot, yeah. But there's not like
But
one
there's
specific.
I wouldn't
like,
say that there's like.
this is a
this
guild
is-
for
yeah.
adventure.
I don't think that would be the case.
Okay.
What about a place that has banks that move a lot of money? We could maybe upchange some of this gold into
Commonwealth,
platinum.
absolutely. You can also go back to. You can go back to Cyroth and leave the money with the Abyssir. So Cray and his family would certainly not use the money, but keep the money for you. Those are two places that you can also keep it with Ellerin if you so choose. If you're just trying to stash money, there's nowhere in this plane that would allow you to, on this continent that would allow you to stash money in one place and get it out another. So wherever you leave it is where it's going to be, and then you can come back and get it. And it's basically leaving money with people you trust, unless you want to deposit it in a major city bank.
Yeah, I meant more like
The money that you
get
have in
platinum
your
for our gold.
yeah, if
Change up.
it is going to be hard for you guys to get rid of. No, people don't deal in platinum. Like that is not a normal
You
occurrence.
show up to McDonald's with a $100 bill.
That's exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it's like. And
That's
it's
like
like, bro, come the fuck on. Well, what it used to be like. Now it's like, yeah, this McDonald's order is $37, so the $100 bill is not that outlandish.
It's like, how are you gonna pay for the rest of it?
You're $12 short.
Like that's the down payment. You're gonna need to finance the rest.
Yeah. But yeah, I would not say that there's like outside of the major cities, the towns you've been to don't have the like reserve to stash it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could walk into most cities and buy the bank with that kind of money.
Yeah.
Why not just do that?
Yeah, you can buy the bank. You want to do economics 101 and fucking own a bank in this D&D world? Let's go.
Yeah, fuck it.
Maybe we should look at
You
property.
can obviously. I mean, if you want to, you can absolutely crash.
Land is the only thing they're not
You
making
can
more of.
absolutely tank the economy of Flashpoint and give it to his parents and just fucking BAM!
Yeah.
Farmer Dan and Co. are now Flashpoint owners by the whole fucking place.
I could rebuild my fucking town.
I mean,
with
they
this.
wouldn't be able to sell it to Hanakune anymore if you did.
Farmer banking trust.
It's not a bad idea.
Farmer Dan going to Banker Dan.
Well, I don't mind leaving at the monastery or at a bank.
We should do something.
Or
Plus, I mean, given the
we
person.
could go spend it.
I mean, that's fine too.
Yeah, sure.
On what?
Spend fucking.
Who knows? Spend
Spend
we'll figure it out when we get there.
This is absolutely fuck you money.
Yeah, how? So, can you enlighten me? How do you spend a quarter ton of gold pieces?
I'm straight up starting my own Mr. Beast video series.
I made these gnomes
Yeah.
joust.
Oh
I
man,
put this new
you're
in the cottage
super
for
poor?
100 days.
You're super poor. Live in this dungeon for a week, son. If you make it out, here's 100 platinum. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there's skeletons in here.
Fucking TV show over here.
Yeah.
That's basically what Mr. Beast.
I mean, yeah, that's the level of money you guys kind of have right now. It's like several million, I would say, dollars.
Let's like recreate Squid Game.
If not at least several hundred thousand.
Oh, I'd say let's go to a major city and see if we can get a good portion of it converted over to platinum and offload some of these art objects.
Where are you thinking?
Somewhere like Commonwealth,
Commonwealth would be the closest.
yeah.
and then maybe
It wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
Not from where we are.
Caltheon would be the closest.
Have we ever
Calvin
know
is in
Caltheon.
the. Is,
Not the
is that still Curses Imperium or? Okay.
We've never been to Caltheon.
We also haven't been to Commonwealth, and there's
And there's a guy there who's mad.
Oh yeah,
at
we
us.
probably that might not be the best spot to go to in our current state.
You also know Dracomenso is a renowned city that, I mean, whether it has that kind of bank, you're not sure, but it's known for having the world's biggest library, like by far,
Heard.
and so it's entirely possible that they also have a place to store that kind of cash.
That just sounds like
What I know I
the
probably wouldn't have
lamest
ventured
kind of
too
way to
far.
spend your money.
You can even, what was that?
I know I probably wouldn't have ventured too far out of my home city, but like, would I have heard anything of this sort? Around the
The closest city to you would be Fangdale, and that's a smaller city by
so
far.
probably not.
Oh, right
Yeah,
And
I
they're
like-
not. That's like
I
more
like
of a
the
town than a
idea of
city.
Commonwealth just because we A, haven't been there, and B, it's a big city
It
that
just-
probably has a lot of stuff.
it just sounds so central.
And plus,
It just sounds like the place
there's
to
also
go.
that little detail of that one fucking parasite that thinks that people are objects and thinks that we have one of its objects.
That
Even
one's in
though that-
Commonwealth?
That's a
Yeah.
common. And
Which guy was that?
even though people aren't objects, but
Fox. Medvic.
Oh.
Medvic Fox.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was in Commonwealth.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
That's one of the reasons we haven't been there yet.
Mhm.
Is because he told us to show up, and we said, "What if we never do?" Hey!
we said, well,
I thought he was coming to find
y'all
us.
said, because I didn't join you,
That's what he
and I
said.
quote,
He insinuated-
eat my entire
To be
ass.
fair, it is quite difficult to just try to find this party when you're like, well, I'm across the continent now.
We are an absolute like even if he had trackers on us, he'd be like, "What the fuck, bro?"
I feel like if he had trackers on us, though, he would have done something by now. Or tried
At the rate we travel,
Well,
Alright, so why don't we go to the city where everything's blue?
Sorry.
that's so
Cyber.
far away.
And why don't we go there, see if we can do something with this money so we can get it into reasonable coinage amounts so that we're not carrying 700 pounds of cash.
I don't think that we can get there today.
I don't think turning our gold
can't?
our gold into
Cyroth
platinum
is
is really
like-
a solution though.
Well, we don't have to turn all of it into platinum, but we don't want to carry around 33,000 in gold coins because that
No.
weighs a lot of fucking. That's a lot of pounds.
That's true.
We could probably carry like 5,000 in gold coins and get the rest of it, change it
Yeah.
up into platinum.
So, Zaroth is a long way, isn't it?
It's across the whole bay from where you are, yes.
Yeah. It's like we can't.
You guys are all the way in the middle of Cursus Imperium. Cyroth is quite literally on the other side of the continent. You could, so it's like almost 250 miles away, straight shot.
you want to go how fast?
70 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, we can get there in like 3-4 hours.
Oh, we can definitely get there.
It's a matter of whether or not you want to continue your way towards Dracomenso.
We do also want to like go to Dracomenso and let's not go all the way back. But also, a place where it's just a book sounds like a terrible place for money.
I feel
Yeah, but
like,
we don't have to go all the way there. We can just go to the
and
next
let's
closest
also
city.
Yeah.
let's also bear in mind that long distances seem to be more of a minor inconvenience for us at the moment.
Andadrag is the closest city to you guys. It's a port city. It's their primary trade city.
I thought that was the one that was raised by the dragon.
You can go visit though.
Let's go visit a fucking ruin.
Actually, technically, like I said, Caltheon is technically your closest. That's their city's capital.
Galtheon?
Yeah, let's just go there. Sure.
Galtheon!
Visible panic. Baller. Sure. So you guys become mist.
Yes. We ready to go? We're all set, ready to go to Caltheon? Nobody wants to change their mind? Nope.
I mean, I don't know where we go. I just want to get out of here already.
Autobots roll up.
Roll!
Okay. So I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick while.
You think of
He's
what's in
also-
Caltheon?
Yeah. While I'm like, well,
Well,
fuck.
he just went to the bathroom, so you're gonna have to wait.
Either way, I
He's getting in line.
actually very much have to use the bathroom.
You might have to just pee in the backyard.
Don't you guys have another one upstairs? Oh.
We can't use it.
Oh. Okay.
the toilet leaked into the brand new pantry.
Boo.
So solid. Anthony's was like, it'll be $300 to fix your toilet, and I was like, it'll be a wait. Might as well just buy a new toilet.
Was it like the tank water or the sewage water though?
I think it was the tank water because it was clear.
One of our reps had this. One of our sales reps had the sewage water leak into the walls, the ceiling, and he had a poop house. So he had to live in a hotel, and then they rented another place for 2 months. Well, they got rid of all of the poop
Set the whole-
of the poop house.
Whole house just set.
Just set it ablaze.
Call it
Well, I don't know
off.
if you know the latest, but 2 weeks ago, we had a little bit of a flood again. Just a little bit. So, the roots came back in the sewer line with a vengeance, and they gave us no solution of. They're like, well, yeah, you're just gonna have to replace your whole sewer line that's outside. Just a
Just kind of too bad.
$9,000
So they build their existing one
project.
out of
Just a cool, casual replace sewer line.
Yeah. So they'll dig up 2 holes.
Just cool.
What's funny to me is our pipeline goes diagonal, and so it goes into our neighbor's yard, so we have to dig in our neighbor's yard,
Oh, perfect.
which I have no control over.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be fine. People love that kind of stuff.
I told them that we have to get our sewer line replaced.
Yeah.
I came back down for like, we're basically taking a break, so I'm gonna.
Did you go pee?
This button, I'm gonna click this button, we're back in there.
Woo! But I got a piece of mail in the letter. A
Sounds
letter in the
sketch.
mail. Wow, we're done.
Oh, now we're gonna unmute. Okay.
Woo!
Okay, so you become mist, and you find your way back up the water slide the way you came, with bag in tow, full of money in tow. You head like a northeastward direction, and you're not actually, no, it's basically due east, almost due east, towards going to Keltheon. What you do know from the limited exposure to this side of the world, or this side of the continent, is that it is up the mountain range, and you saw Kuri in the mountain range, so you know how to get there, and then you follow that up. So you do, that is the route you take, and before you see the city, what you see is in the mountain itself, flying on the opposite side towards where the ocean is, on the east side of the continent, you see a massive flying ship that has a big blimp on the top of it, very Zeppelin style, that is, it looks like this thing shouldn't be able to fly by all of the laws of physics, much like a bumblebee. It looks to be going towards the other side of the mountain before it disappears from view on your end. The second thing you see is there is what looks like the shadow of. Sorry, let me back up. There's a lot of mist around the mountain, and you're not sure if it's the altitude and it's just cold, or if it's snowy, or what the weather situation is here, since you're not from Keltheon. It's east of where you were, so it's not much warmer or colder than where you are, unless it's the altitude issue. There's a lot of mist. The one thing you see within the mist is what looks to be a dragon's outline or silhouette within that mist, but it is not opaque. You can see straight through the entirety of this mist. That is how you've seen this Zeppelin flying through the air. Those are the first things you see as you approach Keltheon. The next thing you see as you approach Keltheon is the very, very massive gate on the northwest side of the mountain face. It is a trail that goes up the mountain and looks like it'd be a big pain in the ass to get up. Not an issue for you guys, however, as obviously you guys are also missed. The gate is at this time closed, and the face of the gate has a depiction of all of the gods, as well as Orinthius, as well as many titans who have been slain. The titans resemble various different elemental beings. I don't ask me questions about those things later if you're interested, because I don't have those written at this time.
Mm-hmm.
But suffice to say, all the major players in the old world are here. All the gods, the old dragon, and the titans themselves.
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't seem to be any checkpoints on this side of the door or way to get in from this side of the door. And so I guess what do you do from this side, since this is what you can see from this side? And the rest of it is a big mountain, and there's no city.
So the gate just kind of goes
There's
to
a
the
big
side
gate
of the
in the side of the mountain that's built directly inside of.
mountain. Okay.
And if you fly up, you don't see a city.
You just see mountain.
And this is where we think it's supposed to be?
I mean, the big fuck off gate, absolutely Kelthia.
Okay.
But city be damned, I guess.
I'll start rematerializing in front of the door.
Okay. Yeah, I see Felix drop is like, of course Felix materializes outside the gate. Can't fly past anything.
There's nowhere to fly. It's just a gate in the wall of the mountain. There's nothing to fly over or into.
So,
It's the principle of the matter.
you
It
material
really
after the
is.
course of a minute, you
There's
materialize
no
in front of the
time.
gate. No one sounds any alarms or goes to greet you in any way. You're just in front of this massive gate that is a combination of stone and wood.
Uh-huh.
And you can see by, like, So it would open towards you, and you can see by the dirt and the snow that has built up on this mountainside, this door either hasn't opened in a long time or it doesn't open like ever. You're not sure. There's no wear and tear that this would ever open. But that's not to say that there's not a way of going through. This gate is also like you are a gnome looking at a giant's door. Is
Yeah.
how it feels.
Can I knock on the door?
Sure, you give it doesn't, so you knock, and it's like you're knocking on a rock. And it does, you're not sure if it's actually like going through when you do a normal
it's
knock,
that
so you
big
do a
of a door.
pound on the door to see if anyone does respond. And you see just above the door, there's a rock slit that slides open and looks down. And you see a dwarven face look at you and say, "Welcome to Caltheon. Do you have your papers?"
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Caltheon.
Thank you very much. Papers.
Yes. What is your nature of passage?
Oh, we were coming for pleasure, for shopping?
For shopping?
Yes.
Who is we? How many? And how long will you stay?
There are 7 of us. And probably just a couple of days.
I see 1.
They're coming.
Boop. 2, 3. Okay, this is strange. Do you have papers for the Caltheon excursion? A couple of days would not work, but we can maybe work something out. Do you need papers drawn up?
Yes, please?
Yes?
I have plenty
Okay.
of papers, but I don't think they're papers you're looking for. I hold up various maps and like weird sketches.
Your book, the 2 or 5.
And this fucking dwarf is like, these goddamn tourists. And you hear the and then you hear the
My tourist money.
you hear the door's not moving, but you hear the chains ticking and the gears turning behind the door. After a very long time, you hear the and this is the slowest opening door you've ever fucking seen.
Are we sure we don't want to just fly to another city?
And
This is a lot of
a
hoops to jump through.
full minute later, it is
I
wide
think
enough
we
to
do.
let a slender man through. 2 minutes pass, and it's wide enough that everybody can get through. And you see a sweaty dwarf that clearly just opened this fucking thing by himself. And
Never mind. We're gonna go somewhere. No, I'm kidding.
this man's spirit would have broken. And he says, "So there are 7 of you. What are your names?" And he takes out this large tome.
I'm Dan.
Dan, surname.
Farmer.
He doesn't know any better. Farmer. Spell that for me.
Farmer.
So spelled like it sounds. Got it. Writes it down. The number of days of stay.
This many?
And your escort. Who is it in the city?
Mike.
Surname.
Michaels.
Well, it's asking.
Writes down Michaels. Where will you be picked up? Are they coming to the gate?
I don't think so.
Okay, you can stay in the holding area. Next!
Batuk.
Spelled? You got B.
B-A-T-U-K.
Surname.
I don't have one.
Number of days stay is 2.
2.
Is it Michaels as well?
Yes.
Next.
Oh.
Now, this is the very little that I have prepared at Caltheon. is Skyship, Mist, Dragon in the Shadows, and this fucking guy.
This
I
So-
love
guy.
So
this fucking guy.
I do have more city behind this, but this fucking guy is yep.
I love this fucking
How
guy.
much do the papers cost?
Do you not have any papers? Or do you have some supporting documents to show me who you are and your criminal record is clear?
Do you have papers so we can see if we have them? Like, do you have your papers?
I don't need papers. I'm a citizen of Caltheon.
Ah, okay. So citizens don't need papers, but visitors do.
Yes, that is how citizen. Yes.
Okay.
Have you never been to a? Never mind. I don't think you have.
No, yeah,
if
no.
if you have to ask, probably don't know. So it's a bit redundant. What is your name?
Chad
Surname.
Kroger.
And are you also 2 days with Michael Michaels? Mike
Yes.
Michaels?
Yes.
He goes by Michael sometimes.
Is it Mike or Michael? This is messing with my paperwork.
Mike is fine.
Okay. Next.
I guess I'll go next.
I see you still.
Okay.
What is your name?
Alicia.
Spell.
E
Mm.
L
L.
Y
Y.
S
S.
I
You can go faster.
A N.
Surname.
I don't have one.
What is the creatures don't name their children after family? Is it Mike Michaels as well for 2 days?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I think we're all here for 2 days and be picked up by Mike Michaels.
Awesome.
Right.
And you see like a. And yourself?
First name Diarmid.
Aha. D. Go ahead.
Oh, you needed my. So,
I can't spell that.
uh,
Normally, people have dwarven names, and it's very easy. Craghammer is a very easy name to spell. The only question I have is whether it's 2 G's or 1.
right. So that's Diarmud.
Okay. Last surname.
Alcindar. Alsandai.
Very nice. With Mike Michaels.
Yes.
And the blue man in the back.
That's Atosh. He doesn't have a surname either.
Ah.
He's not from around these parts.
None of you are.
That's
Well,
very true.
Get
I-
his name right down, Mike Michaels.
I mean, in a more broad sense, like he's
And-
not from around here at all.
He's like, come through the gate.
Mhm.
If you would assist me with this,
Oh, sure. I gladly help him.
rather than taking 2 full minutes to close this gate, you close it in a matter of like 30 seconds. There's clearly, at some point in time, Caltheon definitely had trade that went this way, and they don't use this door anymore because they probably use those flying things out the back.
Yeah.
But you are now within the city of Caltheon. You can see not much. The reason why is there's a giant stone wall in front of you that arcs off to the right, and there is a series of rooms to the right, and he begins to walk, and he has this like short gate that's like shuffling steps.
Yeah.
And he's like, in the city of Caltheon, you will abide by all the rules. If you do not know the laws of this land, you can find a guard and ask. If you need to know additional information, you can stop at the guard's depot. And he is going on about, like, it's not their fault if you don't know the laws. If you break them, it's on you. If asked, there are no different much laws, but he's going through, like, the motions of, like, please be a good citizen. And he explains that he will call for Mike Michaels, and you will wait in this room. And he opens the door.
So what if Mike Michaels isn't here? He travels sometimes, and he told us that he might not be here. when he
Okay,
gets here.
so unescorted is different paperwork. If you will escort yourself into this room, I will receive the paperwork, or I will go get the paperwork for you all, and we will fill it out. It will be checked by the council, maybe 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want help carrying the paperwork, or you got it? Or?
It's paper, I think I'll be okay.
How
Well,
much
there's a
is-
lot of us. I just okay.
I really hope there's a Mike Michaels, and I hope he's chill.
So
how much does it cost? As I was like about to hold up 2 platinum pieces.
um,
How much?
this guy has had a day. You interrupted something, probably his reading. There's not much that goes through here, and as you've been crossing into this city from this way, you can tell that this is not a trafficked place. This is probably the guy that has done customs since Caltheon was founded or something, because he can't be bothered, and he's done this one too many times. He goes back in short order with a series of paperwork. The paperwork is just simply, who are you, why are you here? It's literally like customs paperwork to make sure that, if you cause a ruckus, they can find you and export you. I assume you fill it out with the same names you gave.
Yeah.
There are additional papers that essentially say, are you a criminal of any of these places? Have you ever been to Dawnscape? Is a question that is listed. They don't watch you fill these out, and so you can group test if you'd like to. Have you ever been to Dawnscape? Do you have any affiliation with Kadai, Matolo, Cyroth, Kima, Fellfield, Pride's Fault, Swaywood, Flashpoint, or Commonwealth? They don't name specifically Rowan Basin and Bilgetrap.
Interesting.
When I say affiliation, they mean like, do we live there or have I been there?
It says, are you affiliated with?
So no.
It's not.
I mean,
so-
you know I'm answering honestly.
Yes.
So,
Also, mine now says Farmer Dan, not Dan, or not Dan Farmer.
you do surnames first. It'll just be like that.
And genuinely, this is like their best effort to keep a tab of who's coming to the city.
Yeah.
Once your paperwork is collected once more, it is brought to somebody, you're not sure who, and it is given back to you guys in the form of stamps. It does have an expiration date of 2 days from today, with a time of noon. And he explains, if you are caught within the city with an expired passport, you will be locked in Galtheon prison. That is where you will die. I'm just kidding. It's like a couple hundred gold if a fine, but you gotta go at that time. It's not that bad. If you're a repeat offender, but I don't know any of you, you'll definitely die in prison. But for now, welcome to Caltheon. We have called for Mike Michaels. He had not responded at this time. I'm not sure if he is home. We found he is a nice old man, but much of a hermit, so not sure.
Sounds.
Thank you for coming
Classic
to
Mike.
Caltheon.
Do we tip or I'm not sure in the customs.
Yeah, I'll take a tip.
Sure, I'll give him a couple gold pieces.
He takes a couple gold pieces.
Is there what's their favorite place to stay in town? Like, we could get a nice.
If we
sleep.
decide not to stay with Mike Michaels.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
we
a lot
haven't
of
talked
us.
to him in a while, and I don't know if his house is big enough for all of us.
Yeah, it's like I'm not sure if we can all fit.
We gotta open the random page. With all the random names.
Yeah, random names.
Random names.
I love custom guy. He's in my heart forever.
We prefer the Alpine Haven in these parts.
Sounds nice.
Very nice and festive.
How do I get there?
So, it will open up. It's quite hard to give direction because it is quite open. But if you stay along the western wall, and you go down to the third. You guys have never been to Galtheon, so
Correct.
You have a map.
Just do your best, and we can ask for directions if we get
It's
lost.
been a long time.
so there are layers,
Hmm.
like an onion. There's a top layer. You probably shouldn't go there because that is for important people and council only. There's a layer below that that has all the Gucci stuff. Okay, that is where you will spend your money, I'm sure. Below that, there is there is the trade depot. There's going to be much like factory type of work, and then below that, that is where you will find most of the common folk stay. There are the taverns and so forth.
Okay.
The mountaintop's not real. Just putting it out there. So when you walk through and you're like, wow, sunlight. Yeah,
Cool.
it's a facade. And you leave.
Radical.
Unless you have further questions of this man.
Where are we gonna go?
Do y'all have a bank here?
We do.
Cool.
Thank you.
What kind of question is that from the sketches?
We'll see you in a couple of days.
2 days.
Yeah,
Sketchy
a couple.
people always ask where banks are.
So you enter into like you finish this like. This is all carved into this mountain, including the door. You go through this like tunnel that goes and it opens up into now what you see is a metropolis type city that is a big like upside down like a big acorn or a top that funnels into the bottom. You see people below you at like probably 300 or 400 feet below you, living their lives. You're up on right now you'd be on the second layer, and a couple hundred feet above you is the third layer that he was talking about, which right now you're on the trade layer. Straight through the mountain you can see where the Zeppelin had landed. There is a massive dock. You see other Zeppelins there, all with different colors on the blimp part of it, on the sides, and it signifies different countries that they've gone to.
Yeah, that's a nice dog.
Nice dog.
Nice dog.
Yep. And then
Perfect.
like he said, the uppermost you can see, but it's like several hundred feet up, like probably 500-600 feet above you right now. You're on the third floor. You're on the third layer. The second layer is where he said you could spend all your money. First layer is where he said don't go because that's where important people go and you're not important. And then first layer is where the taverns and inns are. So he told you stay on the western edge and then go down one layer for the Alpine Inn.
Sounds good.
So did we want to go?
Or I'm sorry, Alpine Haven.
Do we want to spend money? Did we want to sleep?
I would love to sleep.
Some sleep sounds very, very nice at the moment.
Yeah. I think I still got a little bit of acid in my ear.
A bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we
wanna-
should go at least reserve our rooms so that
baking
people who
soda
don't want to
bath.
sleep yet can go
Yeah.
shopping and whatnot.
Yeah, I think reserving rooms first and getting settled. See if you feel like shopping after that.
All right. To the inn.
Okay. So you stay to the western edge, and you eventually see the way that they are going up and down these layers is there's like it's like an elevator trolley, and it literally just goes and all the way up, and then circles to the side and goes all the way back down. But it's like escalator like because it's like opening up as it goes like so. You presume when you get towards the bottom, you'll be like kind of like this when you're getting out of this elevator. It is a like a top like thing, so you're not sure with the angle that it's at that whether or not it will like stay straight or if you will be leaning slightly when you're getting out of this elevator. It also doesn't stop. It just keeps going. So you're watching this thing go up, and then on the other side, it's going down.
Let's try it.
Looks fun.
In the same way that water slide was fun.
Maybe we can get a photo from the gift shop.
Oh yeah, we left that like screwdriver thing in there, didn't we?
Yeah. I think that's kind of there.
It's just there.
Take a treasure, leave a treasure.
It took a lot more than one.
Take a shits on the treasure, leave one crafty screwdriver.
Leave a screwdriver.
You've been through a lot, me and that screwdriver.
So, you hop in the most terrifying elevator you've ever been in to go down. It doesn't stop, and you have to like time it so that you can jump in at the right time. But you kind of like step up into it, and when you step up, it goes and kind of swings a little bit to your weight, and there's rails on the other side, but there's no rails on the side that you're getting into right now. It's open face the whole way through, and the floor is like maybe 3 times bigger than the top of it, so it is slightly bell-shaped. And you ride this precarious thing. You can all fit in one if you'd like to, but it's totally up to you. The city folk that you see riding these, you've seen no more than 3 people get in at the same time.
I'm more
How
than
many have we
happy to
seen
wait.
in one at once? How many have we seen in one at once?
That's what I'm saying. You've seen no more than 3.
Okay.
Some of them have 0. Some of them have.
Oh, okay.
But like, it seems like, and there is a bit of a queue, but not like a massive line for this because it's like one goes down and then 8 seconds later the next one is going down.
Okay.
There are several of these, and there are also you see several of them across the city as well.
Just gonna follow what they're doing. I figure
Yeah.
if all of them are doing 3 or less to a thing, probably a reason for that.
Yeah, I don't feel
And I
like...
don't want to find out what that reason is.
Yeah.
As I go hurtling to my death.
I'll go with
As you get in, you quickly are able to know that the reason why is absolutely when you step on it, it goes, "Urgh!"
Woo!
And so, and there's nothing to grab onto while you're getting into the thing, and it doesn't stop. So you're like, oh, okay. People just don't want to fucking eat shit on the way down. So, so in fact, you ride down this escalator. There's no check about it that's needed. It's not that kind of shit. But it makes you very uneasy as this thing is ticking because as you're descending, there's not a wall. There's like a layer, and then it's carved out and then in, and then you're seeing like this is they've essentially made the city underneath like the rest of the rock, and then the city underneath the rock. So these escalators are like just the surface in the middle point, and it's like a big ring presumably at the bottom because you're seeing like as soon as you clear the floor, you're like, oh, that keeps going. There wasn't a floor there. You all make it to the lowest level of Caltheon. And in a short time, you see one of the wooden plaques with a tankard on it, and you're like, I don't know if that's the Alpine Haven or not, but it's a tavern. As you pull in, there's like the tables and chairs are like different size yaks, not literally, but just furniture yaks. And there's a very long bar with a dwarven man at the end of the bar that is helping a lot of dwarven men with their, well, not all men, a lot of dwarves with their drinks at this time. There's only a few people seated at the tables. You do see stairs that ascend into this place. It does look like it potentially could be a tavern as well. And as you walk in, nobody pays you any mind. And there are several tables that you could take if you'd like to.
What time is it? Did we already go over that? I'm sorry.
It'd be like, I think it was like midday to afternoon when you went. No, it was morning when you went to the dragon.
Yeah, we went.
You went like ass crack of dawn. So you went, you battled the dragon. It's probably about noon now.
Oh wow. Okay.
We've had a busy day.
It's been a
Yeah, it's probably about noon with all the identifying, the traveling, getting into this place took an hour.
Going through fucking customs.
Going through customs and courtesies here. It wasn't a
Did you
bad
do a
process.
power
You
nap?
just didn't have the paperwork.
No, right.
Head back
yeah.
out for the evening.
Sure.
Yeah, it's probably like one maybe 2 at the latest here.
I think a power nap sounds good.
It's a little too early to go to bed.
I don't think it... Is it too early when you just got nearly murdered by 2 dragons? Not 1, but 2. You know, that's twice as many dragons as you normally fight.
2 dragons.
Yes, exactly. 2 dragons. 2, yeah. There's 2 or 2 of them.
Where did you fight those dragons?
in a cave. Can I get 2 drinks, and then however many drinks they
Just
want?
as many dragons as drinks, huh? And like you're immediately like you have some of the attention. The bar the Swain looks mad at this point that he's like, God damn it, like, and he realizes that this place, some of these people are about to get a little bit rowdy in here. Because you're noticing a couple of other people join in on the jeering of whether or not it is possible to see 2 dragons, let alone fight them. Like they're like, if I were fighting a dragon, I would not like they're posing hypotheticals of how long they would last in a ring with a dragon, and like just like going through different variations of like, I've heard the black ones are the big ones. No, the green are bigger. No, silver, and just going back and forth about. Right now, everyone is talking about those things. He comes over and says, "Welcome to the Alpine Haven. What are you having?" You said 2 ales.
2, and whatever they want.
2 ale.
I'll have the house ale.
3 ale. 4 ale.
I go, well, It was
5 ale. 6 ale. 7 ale.
8 ale.
8 ale. 8 ale. And then he walks away. And you see him
What a way
pouring.
to order drinks.
You see him pouring steins, and he carries it like the German ladies when they were doing beer fest, and fucking just 8 giant mugs that are each this big. Comes by, and he slides them across this yak table that you're sitting at. Unless you went to the bar. I'm sorry. Did you guys go to the bar or?
Table.
no table.
Okay.
Table.
He slides them across the yak table. This table is just designed to look like a yak. It is a wooden table.
That's fine.
It's not furry.
Close to the bar, but it's a table.
Yeah. And he slides around these ale. The ale is like a very, very yellow color, like very blonde. And he says, "This is looks around for a minute. And he's like, nah, it's a silver and ale, actual price. Okay, don't cause any troubles.
Okay.
I just slide him a gold.
Well, I mean, I can tell you guys aren't from here. Thank you. I can tell you guys aren't from here, and normally we, can you
Well,
get
you-
it up a little bit, but like, I see all that going on, and he just kind of waves his hand across all of your weapons, and is like, see all that going on, so silver apiece.
Do you
That's
have
fair.
rooms for rent as well?
We do. The rooms here. I mean, we got 2 types of rooms. Do you want the suites or do you want the normals?
How many people normally fit in each room?
The suites would fit 6.
Shit.
Just do 2 sweets, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure, 2 suites is 10 gold each for each night.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we got. I'll just put it.
I'll just pay for one of them.
Jiraiya, thank you.
I'll
Yeah,
hand them
thank you,
gold
Jordan.
instead of platinum.
He,
It's like,
Here's-
I say paying. I'm paying out of these funds.
Yes.
Well, I paid for the drinks out of my funds, but
you're noticing, by the way, he's pocketing all the money you're giving him. There's nothing going into any communal pool. And there are other people working here.
Sure.
And so he leaves and comes back with 2 keys. He says, your suites are on the 3rd floor. The first door on the left is yours. The 3rd door on the right is yours. I don't know who's going where, but
we don't know either.
available. I'm sorry, we don't have anything that is next to each other.
That's
we'll
fine.
figure that
You
out.
were. This place was highly recommended, so we're happy to be here.
Really? By who?
The customs guard.
At the gate?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Seemed like he'd been without business for a while. He was
I'm
never-
surprised he even knew where we were. He's been there for 4 years.
Just been up there, hasn't moved from that spot.
He
hasn't-
reads a lot.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
we
yeah.
we got that.
I'm surprised you got in from that angle. Most people ride the Zeppelins.
Well, we're old-fashioned, I
We-
guess.
We fly in a different way.
As the wind does, and he walks away.
Actually, yes. Fairly accurate.
And you're left to your own devices at this table. One of them turns around back to you and says, if you beat a dragon, arm wrestle is no problem, right? And he doesn't say that to any particular person. You can see this man is pretty sauced.
Fuck it, I throw out my black ass hand.
Your charred hand. And he's like,
Oh.
there was an air of confidence, and then he went badoof with. Do you roll it down?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Just the blackout tattoo. The fingernails are black. Everything is black. And he's like, there was an air of confidence, drunken confidence, and then there wasn't. And he goes, 3 copper.
That's it?
Now.
Whatever.
You going for it?
Yeah.
Rollies. You get to add your strength.
Please.
Oh fuck. I'm at disadvantage because I'm drunk, but I already rolled 1.
16.
Alright. 1, 2, I wasn't ready. I was best 2 out of 3. 1, 2, Alright.
Keep your money.
Thanks, man. What's with all that?
Yeah, what's with all that?
Yeah.
Honestly, I've been wondering that myself.
That's
Shit happens, man, when you fight a dragon.
2 dragons.
2 dragons.
2 dragons.
But also 1 dragon.
Good God.
And a.
What are you
and a
guys,
lich.
parrots? 2 dragons, 2 dragons, 2 dragons, 2 dragons.
Yeah.
2 dragons.
They can't ever shut up about dragons. It's a problem.
I wrestled a bear once.
Rad.
I did too. A long time ago.
You sure did.
One of you was telling the truth.
You also
He
wrestled a dragon.
You wrestled a dragon today.
Yeah.
You want to show me the claw?
Sold them both of them.
Also, these claws
How do we know that's
enormous.
not from the same dragon?
They're different
They're
colors.
both left.
Shit.
They're both lefties.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, tell the story. You guys are a bunch of bards, right? Rolling in?
Nope.
Not a bard, but
This one.
fuck it. We'll tell you a story.
You hear,
Yeah.
All right, who's running point on this?
It's just like, alright.
You're charisma guy.
Oh shit, it's me.
Yeah, it's your running point on this.
Who's running for it? Ah, damn it.
Damn it, it's me. All right.
If you'd like to, you can sit and tell a story. Otherwise, you can
Yeah.
say, I regale them with a tale. It's
Yes,
totally
I-
up to you.
I tell them the tale of how we launched, and I'm embellishing all of this because you have to.
Okay.
Launched.
I was gonna say, do you have to embellish any of this? You swam like a stingray through acid. That's the real story.
No, that part is just
Immediately
telling
upon
you as
coming
it
out,
is.
literally did the
Yeah,
did the killing blow.
Yeah.
I do say how I swam through a river of acid, jumped out, swan dive out, and sliced the dragon skull in half.
So that's the only embellishment, is that you sliced it in twain, then.
I will. Also, how we got there. Just, the waterfall's a little bit deeper.
Okay.
We fought more zombies. Well, I
Make
do.
a-
I do
make
tell
a-
exactly the pinata.
Make a performance check.
Performance. I'm not proficient in that. Yeah, I don't need to be. 23.
I love it.
As you're going through the tales, they're like, yeah! And then they're like, every time you says dragon drink, and then they're just making a game of it. They're having a great time. You have a captive audience, and you get nachos delivered to the table by somebody.
Hey.
Hey!
Whatever that was, thanks.
But past that, yeah, just good old fashioned storytelling.
Yak nachos.
It's the Alpine Haven. They just have a theme about them. It's not
Do they make-
there's not yakking back.
Do they make yak sausages?
Sure,
Okay.
they sure do.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Yakages.
Yakages, yes.
Yeah, I mean, the day is yours. You regale them with a tale. You have an ale or two. I'm not sure. If anybody runs dry during the tale, they would refill that particular ale. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I'd love to clean up and put some of our stuff down and then maybe go shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get settled in.
okay, so you head up to your suites. These suites, there is a very big Witcher-style lavish tub, but it's like nicer tub off to the side. There are windows that look into the city, so you can see people in and out. Makes you a little bit uneasy because the tub is a little bit too close to the window, but it is what it is. You're not sure that anybody can actually see you on the third floor anyway, but it's like, this is a little weird. A curtain or something would be nice.
Hey, maybe some people.
There
are
is a
into that,
second.
hey.
There is a second room that has a very large bed. A third room that has two smaller beds, and then there's a couch that is like very well sized that somebody could also sleep on. I think that's 6. There's 2 rooms with 2 beds. They are sweet. They are big suites. This is like a Vegas style suite back in that time. But yeah, you can offload anything that you'd like to in this place. at this time, or clean up however you'd like, or however you'd like to do things.
Well, it's just some of my regular stuff behind, like the hunting trap, crowbar, carpenter's tools, herbalism kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll leave my
The normie shit.
bindle of javelins.
My hodgepodge bear spider tent.
The shovel can stay.
I'll leave my skull.
My cold weather
skull?
gear.
Illithid skull.
You're not bringing it with you in case there's an elephant in there?
There very well could be.
Yeah, what is?
Or maybe some fucking elder brain could start making them.
I leave a
Speak-
bunch of shit, but I
speaking
also
of,
specifically take off my armor.
Not speaking of the elder brain. When you walked through the city, the sun was shining on you.
Just
cool.
like he said.
Yeah.
He did tell us that.
I'm in
But,
normie clothes. No armor.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah.
So you would know once again. So while you're regaling these tales, you kind of ask around in the crowd a little bit, and the name you get for a place that you should go is Mastara's Echo.
I also asked for a place I can get a hat because my current one was destroyed by acid.
Okay.
Haberdashery.
I don't have a tailor ready, but there's a tailor that they give me.
Sure.
Or yeah, haberdasher. That's the
Yeah.
word for people who make hats.
Mhm.
But yeah, you were told to go to Mastara's Echo. It is on the eastern side of the city, so you travel across the city up the way and onto the second floor. All of the nice shopping is on that floor. All of the home goods section is on the bottom floor. Most people live on either the fourth or third layer of the city, except for the people who have a lot of money who live on either the first or second.
So I would want to be traveling around to places where I could offload the gems and art objects,
Sure.
just to turn that into cold hard cash.
So here, not hard to do. They're not even pawn shop type places. You can find multiple jewelers in multiple places. You can ask them if they're willing to pay this price, and if they won't, you can go next door. There are, it's like you go to K Jewelers, and then there's, if they don't buy them, you can go and find a friend in the jewelry business elsewhere. Like, you're all
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I will allow a roll if you'd like to oversell things in some way, and depending on the roll, it will either help or hurt your chances to sell these items across the town, so that we don't have to roll for every shop to try to keep it concise.
Are you looking to penny pinch?
I generally don't, because I don't know what things are worth. I'm just like, I have gems to sell. I would like to get cash for them. So I'm not trying to oversell anything.
1877 gems for Okay, so I won't lowball you here in Caltheon. They will buy your goods in this way
And I already
in
took
these
the
shops.
robe out.
Here in the second floor, in the second layer, they do ask you if you'd prefer to take platinum or gold because of the amount of gold you were selling, because it is quite a bit.
I would prefer platinum.
They'll give you platinum.
Sick.
It sounded like you already had the math out, so go ahead and make the
Yes.
change.
So it's 12,150 gold total, so 121.
1,200.
Yeah, 1,215 platinum.
Maybe we did go to the right place.
Oh,
Guys.
you can't sell the one stone.
I didn't. That one didn't have a value attached to it anyway.
Fair enough.
But
You wouldn't sell it anyway.
correct. So with all of the money together, everybody gets 10,735 gold.
10,725.
So I will say you
Find a
offload your
portrait.
stuff, make your way back to your rooms at the Alpine. So you don't go across to the east side yet. You just offload your art goods, and then go back to the Alpine Haven.
Each of us get how much?
10,735 gold. It's in mixtures of gold and platinum if we really want to care about that.
Say
I'm
it
sure
one more
there's
time, I'm sorry.
10,735.
Thank you.
And
That includes Atosh in your math, right?
yes,
Okay.
I divided everything by 7.
And is that just for the items you're selling or everything?
That's the items and the money,
Okay.
which we left the silver and copper behind.
Yes, we did.
It's too much to carry.
I'm just gonna.
I assume there's a place we could change up to platinum or down to gold as we will in here. So
Decently, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just?
How much did I spend on my hat?
How much do you spend on your hat? That's a question for you.
Yeah, it's like
'Cause, I mean, you could buy a 3 gold hat and call it good, or not.
I am not going to Michael's throw several platinum down and say, "Give me the best hat you've got."
That's your choice, dude.
No,
he
is looking for a hat that looks exactly like the hat he had before.
A farmer's hat?
Just a straw hat. Probably not on the second floor.
No. Unless you're trying to make it out of a material, like if you're trying to make it out of a material that would make it keep better, and still look like straw, you can commission that for sure.
I'm just looking for
Okay.
a working
so
hat.
in that case, you like 2 copper, 3 like it's not probably 1 silver. We'll call it. It's
Sure.
not expensive to buy a straw hat.
Yeah. It's like he does not need a fancy hat.
One thing's driving you crazy, Farmer Dan. Where the fuck are the food coming from? There's no fields anywhere. You're in a mountain.
Where the fuck is
Where the fuck is the food coming from? How stale were those nachos?
They weren't.
Where the?
The cheese was good. The nachos good, crispy.
is there
The
a
cheese
place
was
that
The
does?
nachos crispy. Cheese was good. There was ground beef on top of it.
Was it
Where are the
actual
cows?
nachos? Was it actual nachos or like those bullshit
Medium
movie
nachos?
nachos?
Just nachos.
Okay, so it's not
Vegan
movie
nachos.
nachos. Because they're movie nachos. They're not real nachos. They're chips and crappy dip. All right, that's movie nachos.
That's nachos.
Those are not. That's not nachos.
It's nachos.
It's nacho.
Movie nachos are a lie.
Nacho cheese.
So, is there anything else you got? So here's what I posit. Here's what I propose. It is 9:10. We don't have all players, and I know you guys want to get shopping. I would also
Yeah.
like to do more prep for that.
That's fine.
So you guys are going to level up, which means that you guys can go about leveling up this session instead of going home and doing that, or you can whichever you prefer to do.
Let's do that.
And then so what I'm offering is that we should do shopping next, and then what I need, other than obviously shopping here, is I can come up with some stuff to do in Caltheon if you want to do some stuff in Caltheon, but I don't know if you're trying to bounce and go to Dracomensa like immediately, because I know that was also on the list of things.
Well, we only have 2 days.
I feel like one of those is gonna be
Fair
entirely
enough.
shopping.
Bless you.
I would like to go to a butcher shop and just figure out where the fuck do y'all get your food?
Okay. So let's do this really quick before I turn cameras off. Going around the table, we can start with anybody who wants to go for health rolls at advantage. There's one or the other.
That is a 6 and a 5.
6 and 5, so 6 for Farmer Dan plus Con.
5.
6 and 5, and are you going cleric this level or no?
Yes.
Nice.
What?
The
Yeah.
jig is up.
What happened to no healing?
Yeah, 1 and
Who
5.
said anything about healing? 1 and 5? Okay, take the 5.
I'll go for it.
Felix is just going 4 more levels for Spear Guardians.
It's a 6 and a 4, so 6.
Okay, you're gonna roll druids or d8s if you're still going druids, so 2 d8s and take the higher one.
Can I? Do we mark? Should I mark the sheet as if we have long rested?
I got an 8.
Yeah, it's
Plus
fine.
2, so 10.
Nice.
Nice.
4 is your higher one?
79.
Yeah, 2 or 4.
Okay, so you're gonna take the 4 and then add your
78.
constitution.
Nice.
We have the same
Plus
con.
So you get 7
Oh,
maximum. 7 maximum hit points. With all those health rolls out of the way, I am gonna click end stream and then we can go about leveling up off stream. Thanks, guys.
Beefy now.
Nice.
So, Red Gang.